Got a little bit of a cold. Not so bad though. And I think I'm going to take a run tomorrow. I did get the Brooks running shoes. I also got, what else did I get? This here, some exercise shorts. I think I'm going to take a run tomorrow. So the most important thing here is that what I want to, we're going to have a pass inspection. So we got to take this up. What I want to tell you about that is when you are feeling weak or kind of tired, it's like your brain is stuck in a low level state because you're a little sick or whatever. I think the best thing is to just keep training. What I want to do is, I say a lot. Who told me? It was a teacher actually in middle school. She told me, they went to UH because they always say and sure enough, that's what they so we're having the pass inspection. So sure enough, that's what the thing is with me. I keep saying I also say and but yeah. So how do we burn that out of you? Sometimes again you need an outside observer. I was talking in an earlier video on the Amtrak Pacific Surfliner from Oceanside that you need someone outside of you observing you to kind of do magic that way and say, from the kind of spiritual perspective. But just practically, if you have someone outside of you that's saying every time you say every time you say because it actually slows down your cognition, as it turns out. So what someone would say, well, he's talking all fast, and as he elevates and speeds up, he says more often. Yes, it doesn't mean that I won't develop the speed of thinking. It means that that's slowing down the speed of thinking. You have to actually have someone telling you every time you say that, not telling you, hitting you. And so I was talking about, if I could find someone in the Marine Corps, or she's just absolutely tall. I see these pictures of people at their weddings, and this guy's carrying this tiny girl. He's always, if you can carry the girl, if you're in the room and you can carry the girl, she is too tiny for you. She's too petite. You need someone who's 2 inches taller than you are, Amazonian. If you can carry her, we have a problem, because I need someone that's solid as a rock, that can be abusive to me when I tell her to kind of use her that way. So she's got elite strength. And you see some of these women in the Navy, if I'm on the Blue Line train coming up from San Ysidro, didn't go across the borderline. I was just eating at one of the coffee shop down here at the Premium Outlet across one of the bridges of San Ysidro. But some of these women, they're like 6'4", 6'5". These are the ones that are eugenically bred Caucasians. You see them coming out, and they're always flanked by, just as many men that are in the Navy that are eugenically bred Caucasians that are tall, and they're talking about stuff all fast, and that's the kind of speed I like. And see them spinning around that way. They're going to go to a club. They've got beautiful dresses on. The men dress casual, the women dress up. The men dress casual, the women dress up in beautiful dress. But how much would it cost? Like if I had to pay one of these military elite type of people, do you think $10,000 a month would be enough? I mean, let's just take reality off the table. Let's say if I had the money, how much would it cost? And then tell her, follow this protocol.
Please
that
hold
every
on to
time I
your
say,
handrail.
every time I say, if she has to, or a policewoman in the San Diego, the downtown policewoman, they've got kind of a cush job, because what I see them doing most of the day is just fully disabled homeless people. You gotta move. Please don't make me do paperwork. And some of them make them do paperwork, so they gotta go to jail. They gotta do paperwork, makes their life hard. But some of these, these women, they're tall, and they're probably from military, and so if I could pay them $10,000 a month, do you think that would be, for them to just be 100% of the time hitting me? And I want them to do a face down takedown. If I say immediately on the ground that way, and that would reinforce with bruises. You don't disclose your degree.